I've probably mentioned this before, but I seriously thought that we were going to drive into a state and we would just know, like,
Right.
angels would sing and raise us down from the clouds, and there would be like people with welcome signs. I am so glad to be back with you today. It's been a few weeks since we've recorded together.
It has been a while. It has been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
we haven't recorded since the new year, have we? Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have.
We have.
It's all gone by so fast.
Is it already February? It's already February.
What year is it?
I know. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's good to be back.
It is good to be back. It is very, very good to be back with you.
And you know what I notice? If people are watching this, did you guys know you can watch this? You have a new background. You have a whole new studio.
We do.
It looks incredible.
Thank you. Watch. Okay. If you're watching, I'm going to go to full screen here so people can actually see the whole thing.
That is amazing. So tell us, a new studio, a new house, a new town. What's new?
A new state. Yes. Our family has had a huge transition in the past few weeks. 3 weeks ago, we moved from Georgia to Oklahoma. Oklahoma, Abby.
That's amazing. Which is 1,300 miles closer to me? 15?
Oh, I haven't mapped it.
I don't know. I know it's a lot closer to me.
It is closer to you than we were before. Yes. Yeah. We, through a whole series of events. And for those who know kind of our story, we have been kind of transient for the past 4.5 years.
Nomadic.
We've been in Georgia with family, but that hasn't actually been home. Like, we knew that wasn't permanent home. So we have been praying and praying that the Lord would show us where home was supposed to be and where we were supposed to settle. Because when we left California 4.5 years ago, we left just trusting that the Lord was going to take us home. And we had no idea that it was going to take this long. But he made it so abundantly and perfectly clear that Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, we're right outside of Tulsa, was where we were supposed to go. And so we are here. We've been here for 3 weeks. And it's so funny because Oklahoma is never a state that we had considered. As a matter of fact, we have traveled to, I don't know, we've been to more than half of the states in the United States. And I've probably mentioned this before, but I seriously thought that we were going to drive into a state and we would just know, like,
right.
Angels would sing and raise us down from the clouds. And, there would be like people with welcome signs on the street saying, "Welcome, Hampton Family." Like, this is where you're supposed to be. And we would just know, like, that was where we were supposed to be. And so we went to all these places thinking, okay, well, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. And not a single place did we have peace about. And then a few months ago, the Lord started opening the doors for Oklahoma. And like I said, he just made it so clear. So now we're here. And
isn't it a state you had never, ever even been to?
That's what I was going to say. It's so crazy. We had never even set foot on Oklahoma land until we moved here 3 weeks ago. Wow. And God is good. It is such an exciting time for our family. It's been a big transition, of course, but it's been very exciting. And we have so much peace about being here. And we love it here. It's like this little secret gem that nobody really knows about except for those who have been here or live here. And so, so if anybody's in the Oklahoma or Tulsa area, we would love for you to reach out to us, and we would love to meet you because we're here and it's exciting.
That is so exciting. I'm so excited. And I hear nothing but good about Oklahoma.
Well, yes, except that today, Abby, it's so cold. No, you don't understand. We woke up and it was 19 degrees this morning, and the forecast is it's supposed to be in the next few days, it's supposed to get down to a low of -2 and a high of 9 degrees. And I'm like, that's just insane because this Southern California girl does not do weather like this. And so
oh my goodness,
it is so cold. But the locals keep telling us this is not normal. It doesn't normally it's cold. And I'm like, I don't know if I believe you.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. It's okay.
I like the cold, but I don't like it that cold.
Well, I know you and I always joke about that because you're in Idaho where it's freezing cold.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of cold because the sun's always shining and we have snow. This is what I've always said. I don't like cold without snow. And we don't get that bitter Well, you're gonna have, what did you say? The wind chill is gonna make it what?
They said that the wind chill is coming up in the next few days is supposed to be like -20 to -30 degrees.
Okay, that's horrible.
Like we're not in
That's not the
Montana.
norm. We're not in Chicago. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. You'll
But
survive. And
we
you have a beautiful new home to snuggle into and homeschool. Isn't that great? You don't have to put your kids on the
yes.
bus.
Yes, we have a fireplace. It's amazing. We didn't have
Oh.
a fireplace. Well, I mean, we haven't had a fireplace in years and years, and so
Oh,
anyway,
I'm excited for you.
it's great. Yes, and
Yeah.
so it's been a fun few weeks for our family. Just a big time of change, and we've had some exciting things happen with Schoolhouse Rocked. So with the podcast last week, it was the Content 2020 Festival. It's a media festival. So they have awards for all sorts of different things. Well, somehow we got nominated for Best Video Podcast in the homeschooling category because there are quite
Wow.
a lot of homeschool podcasts, video podcast,
Right.
and that people find on YouTube. And so somehow we were nominated for this and we won this award and we were so surprised and it was such a blessing. And I even hesitated to share that because I didn't want it to sound like, oh, we're so amazing and like this amazing podcast that we do. But I only share it because it's all for God's glory.
Right.
And by his grace. I mean, he has allowed us to do this, you and I together, and all of the amazing guests that we have on, and Garrett, my husband, who does all of the behind the scenes things that he does way more work on this podcast than you and I ever do.
Oh, I know. You and I just get to talk and point people to Jesus. He does all the heavy lifting.
Yes. But God is so good. So that was really exciting. And we were
Yeah.
so honored to get that award. And then January, I don't know if I even told you this, Abby, but January was our biggest month of podcast downloads that we've had ever.
Wow.
And so that was really exciting. I mean, more and more people are starting to listen to the podcast, and that's exciting again, because that just means that's all the more people we get to encourage.
Yes. And that means all the more families that are bringing their kids home
Yes.
and raising them up in the Lord and being encouraged by his word.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's exciting to me, is it's just building a big community of those of us that are answering the call.
Yeah. It is exciting.
Yay!
It is so exciting. And
So thank you to the listeners. Like, we can't
Yes.
thank you guys enough to
Yep.
be a part of our community.
Yes, it's so exciting. And more we're starting to hear from listeners and getting questions from them and just comments. And so that is so encouraging to us. We love hearing from you guys.
Yes.
It's just an exciting ministry to be part of. We are so grateful for that.